Health Organization WHO says China has shown considerable transparency by sharing timely information on the outbreak of the novel coronavirus. And hundreds of rebel militants launched multiple attacks in Syria's Idlib province, killing up to 40 Syrian soldiers and wounding 18. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Xi Jinping of China on the occasion of the Chinese New Year. The condolences of His Excellency President Nicolas Maduro of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela to His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq on the death of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, may his soul rest in peace, were conveyed by His Excellency Robin Dario Molina, Deputy Foreign Minister of Venezuela for Asian Affairs, Middle East and Oceania, while he was received by His Excellency Sheikh Ali bin Isa al-Harthi, Under Secretary at the Foreign Ministry for Diplomatic Affairs. The Sultanate has been keen since the 1970s to preserve its historical legacy and its balanced political approach based on laying the bridges of friendship and peace with all nations as per a clear and rational vision and principles, based on good neighbor and respect of the sovereignty of countries and enhancing the international cooperation in various fields. Late His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, may his soul rest in peace, had drawn a wise policy that won the respect and appreciation of all nations and made Oman to occupy a prestigious position among countries of the world. This policy helped the Sultanate to play an outstanding role in solving many disputes and eliminate tension through dialogue. The foundations of this policy were expressed in many speeches of late His Majesty Sultan Qaboos and embodied the actions of Omani diplomacy, which is described as policy of actions, not words. It utilized the skills of its politicians to serve the cause of peace in all parts of the world. Before His Majesty, the late Sultan Qaboos, came to power, there was only one road in Muscat with few kilometers. When His Majesty, may his soul rest in peace, left us, he made Oman to have the best road globally. More details in the following report by Abdullah Al-Rubai.
He toured Oman from Salalah to Muscat and see the situation all around Oman, from the Far to Musandam and the entire Oman. On his tour, he met with his people and talked to them. His Majesty, the late Sultan, saw the country lacked basic infrastructure, including modern roads, only few kilometers around Muscat area. Thanks to the blessed Renaissance that it included several national policy initiatives, the late Sultan ensured that all the governorates in Oman, from north to south, east to west, are roads linked, offering a boost to the development process. In his speech on the occasion of Oman's first National Day in 1971, the Sultan said, "The plan is to build our country and provide all its people with a prosperous life. That will be achieved only when the people share the burden of responsibility and help with the tasks of building." In the subsequent years, His Majesty the Sultan ensured there is a road in every corner of the country, regardless of the population density, He realized that road infrastructure is the key to diversification of the economy, tourism, mining, industry, and other commercial activities. Today, Oman is ranked in the top 10 among countries that have the best road networks. This is nothing short of a miracle for a nation that had just 10 kilometers of paved roads at the start of the blessed Renaissance in 1970. Given the mountainous and the geographical terrain, developing a network of roads across the breadth and length of the country can be done only by a brilliant leader with a vision of the future. Building so many roads to isolated villages has been a feat of engineering, and it has really helped the entire population feel connected and united.
Over the past 50 years, the royal speeches of late His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Saeed bin Taimur, may his soul rest in peace, were inspiring, reflecting the aspirations of the Omani people. More details with Sulaiman Al-Bahri.
On 23 July 1970, the blessed Renaissance started and the Omani people responded to its calling to usher a new age in Omani history with the late Sultan Qaboos bin Saeed, may his soul rest in peace, as the new leader of Oman. His Majesty's speeches touched the hearts of the Omanis, reflecting the actual needs of the country's development needs. His Majesty's speeches were indeed a guidance book for Omanis in the field of politics, community, and economy, with long-sighted vision that made peace and stability in the region. In his speeches, His Majesty the late Sultan Qaboos, may his soul rest in peace, did not neglect the requirements of the country and the people's needs by focusing on building the Omani character, the national identity, women and children, and enforcing justice and equality. With such vision, the road was paved for modern Oman to flourish. With regards to Oman's foreign policy, His Majesty the late Sultan stressed on the country's non-interference policy, with an eye for making peace and diffusing regional disputes. Oman was and is still an active peacemaking country, all thanks to His Majesty the Sultan Qaboos' wise vision to make the region more stable and peaceful.
Still to come in our news bulletin. Haya Water launches first partnership with private sector to establish a water treatment plant in Al Misfa. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. The World Health Organization WHO said China has shown considerable transparency by sharing timely information on the outbreak of the novel coronavirus. The Director General of the organization said at a press conference in Geneva that WHO extended its emergency talks on whether the novel coronavirus outbreak in China constitutes a public health emergency of international concern, as it needs more information. He said at a press conference after a closed-door meeting of an emergency committee that the WHO team is now in China working with local experts and officials to carry out investigations. The Director General thanked the Chinese health authorities for their cooperation with WHO in the prevention and control of the epidemic, saying that China's epidemic prevention and control measures are important. Russia's defense ministry said that hundreds of Syrian militants launched multiple attacks in Syria's Idlib province, killing up to 40 Syrian soldiers and wounding 80. The Interfax news agency reported that the militants seized 2 settlements in one of the offensives. Syrian news agency SANA reported that the militant attack forced the army to redeploy and clashes were ongoing. Idlib hosts at least 3 million people, many of whom have fled other parts of the country and are in need of urgent humanitarian assistance. The International Court of Justice will rule today on a request by Gambia for emergency measures in Myanmar to hold violence immediately against Rohingya Muslims, to protect the ethnic minority and to preserve evidence of past abuses. However, the case has not been heard in full, and today's ruling deals only with Gambia's request for so-called preliminary measures, the equivalent of the restraining order for states. Gambia has requested that Myanmar take action to prevent violence, including murder, rape, or other atrocities that could constitute genocide. It has also asked judges to order Myanmar to grant access to UN bodies investigating alleged crimes against Rohingya. Haya Water will inaugurate the first partnership project with the private sector to establish a sewage water treatment plant in Al Misfa area. The company clarified that the package of the plant project, which got the approval from the Public Authority for Privatization and Partnership, will include financing, designing, building, operating, and transferring Al Misfa plant in the Wilaya of Bosher with a capacity of 40,000 cubic meters per day, in addition to financing, designing, and building an 18-kilometer-long pipeline for treated water from Al Misfa plant to Al Ansab plant, adding that the plant in commercial operation phase will facilitate with modern techniques aiming to limit odor emissions towards the last quarter of 2023. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's news bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq greets His Excellency the Chinese President on the Chinese New Year. The World Health Organization WHO says China has shown considerable transparency by sharing timely information on the outbreak of the novel coronavirus. And hundreds of rebel militants launched multiple attacks in Syria's Idlib province, killing up to 40 Syrian soldiers and wounding 80. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, thank you for watching and good night.